Paper Thin had a question as well. Is it going to be that Raze or Jet? I mean, looking at how
Didn't realize
Jet,
GenG qualified. Mate, only just.
Still though, these
Only
Korean
just.
teams, they never kind of.
I think having a 6-man roster works. Not to win anything, nah.
So it's the exact same composition that they've played before, and that means there is that chance for people that have studied.
You can have a 6-person roster and the 6th doesn't play, and then maybe you can make it work, right? Like a C9. And I guess all the other teams that are 5-person because they have to have a 6th, but in terms of people that rotate at per maps, I just don't think it's a thing.
Rallying now after seeing that map win come through. See how it fares.
I mean, everyone's got a 6th, it's just that we know that Cupid does more than maybe the others, potentially. Sounds like Fnatic's 6th does a good amount.
Sure, they have liked to play this. It has been Sylvan playing it. It is also after.
Right, T1 on defense, GenG on attack. It's all down to this. Stakes are real high for this one. We get that. They're big fans of the Sheriff on pistol, and I honestly can't blame them.
Quite a bit. Cove has to be used to try to escort them out. Carpet down low. King gonna be able to find Zaya player to start
the Cove kind of backfired a little bit. That flash is incredible. All 5-8
manages to find one, but in the end, it is a trade up, and it's also GenG backing away from this seat position at least temporarily. King wants to grab the orb.
It was weird because they did the Cove here, and it was to kind of help them get out, but then some of them were dueling, and then it felt like these guys got locked out of the fight. It felt a little bit odd.
Watching that angle too. GenG just holding.
Rotate player, what role? Depends on the map a little bit. KO is good for it. Normally Initiator, basically.
Closer and closer.
But
watching, spotted, backing away since the bite.
Harbor's like the fast controller where it kind of a lot of the time Harbor should be rotate.
40 seconds left.
It's gonna rotate all the way out.
At the same time, while GenG does rotate over, T1.
But yeah, in terms of just role Initiator a lot. Because you should be going around the map trying to get info. At least on paper. Okay, nice play from GenG. T1 managed to do a stack over towards C. And GenG fully avoid it over towards A, get the plant down. It's looking real good.
Now they have their work cut out for them here. King, sure, at 74, but Zed at 19 health. Value they can find as the turret is there to play first contact. Munchkin getting worked lower and lower, and oh boy, the HP bar is just not looking good for T1.
Yeah, pretty much, Ocean. It's whether or not you can find a player that's good enough. Whether or not you can find a player good enough to be a 6th that is willing to help the team out in every way and kind of sacrifice potentially their career, but is also good enough to stand in and perform. The 6th spot is a really weird one. It really is.
You could see that GenG's players were definitely blind, but overwhelmed by targets. Carpe not quite able to.
I think there's a lot of players out there who should like market themselves as a 6th. If I'm like fully honest, I think it's a good. It's a good spot right now. Not saying like top players, but maybe the people just below.
Manages to stabilize, finds Munchkin, push out of the smoke. Carpe doesn't even get the fire a shot before King has taken his head off. That's about it as far as the damage is concerned. Just Meteor down low. Right there. Coming, expecting somebody wrapping around from the backside of the site into
could create issue with players. Could create issues between players. Not if like you, not if you literally want to be a 6th. It's like if you literally just go like you don't want to be a player, but you want to be on a team and you want to sometimes step in, but then you want to help the overall team. Like. If you market yourself as like a 6th, and I don't know, I think there's it's a good approach for a lot of players at the moment.
Still confidence going into that bonus round.
But the thing is that most of them want to be playing. I get it. Echoes, yeah, Echoes is a good example.
Especially on a map like Lotus.
I think Echoes could market himself well as a 6th.
Looking at all the win percentages that we've had in Pacific. It backs to mind.
Cupid is the most perfect example ever, but Cupid wants to be a player.
Against
okay, let's talk about this. We just had the eco round, didn't matter too much.
I mean, just looking at the pistol round, they're already anticipating peaks. They're already
Because it's in
pulling up
India, dude.
all
I think
around
they've not been
mounds,
playing him recently, though.
everyone
I
side
don't really
by
understand
side.
what's going on there.
T1,
They were like
as soon
doing
as they go out for
okay, then they
peaks,
took Echoes out
there
of
is
the
a very
main
good chance they
starting
get
lineup,
picked
and then
off.
now they just lose everything. It's weird.
Comes up, Meteor trying to get ahead of that. And Value spotted off the haunt. Does see two, and no one can try to counter swing against King, so he just gets to scoop the orb for free.
Pressure over
3-4 to
towards
go.
C,
That's gonna
and
be the
pressure over
lockdown.
towards B. This is nice. Question mark, created. Fast
And
20
this is good for
seconds.
GenG. They're taking early control of the map, grabbing orbs, clearing the turrets. And then they drift back, keep things a bit obscure as far as where they might be looking to go. So Team 1 can't make any movements across the map yet.
Not at all. Speaking of orbs, King 3 away from his lockdown. T1 looking for those picks.
Damn, it's a nice shot.
Then he does drop down right in front of his face, pulls back down towards water, but he is getting completely swarmed. Carpe able to peel one, peels two, peels a third. Looks for Sylvan, can't make it
Wow, that
happen,
was
but
strong.
still put some damage down onto him, and it definitely sets T1 up for a round win.
Looking for the next weapon, but instantly blocked off by Zeta's High Tide. Looking to reposition.
Fight to try to clear. Munchkin getting a read of it. Pings him out. The creep forward. Coming in. Sylvan finds it.
Okay.
And even with a round lost for GenG, this is still great damage dealt. Zeta will be able to finish him off, but 3 guns
Okay,
lost to get
very
themselves
nice.
on the board.
Very, very nice.
Not going to be breathing too easily there as T1.
Not so much. T1 playing it
Yeah, he
safe.
kind of saved them here. If he goes down and he doesn't get a kill, this is a different round, but he did great. 3 of them, I mean, that was everything secured.
And at the same time, being that passive is something that affords GenG their ult or picks up their bits
How
of
old
map
is Zeta?
control,
I
as
have
you
no
mentioned
idea.
before,
If I had to guess, I would say he's
Having
like
that fight early on
25.
hurts T1's mentality, and now looking for different approaches. They peek out.
Oh, he got a double dink.
Zaya with a great jump, but it's
Oh,
getting
the
body
block.
blocked.
Oh, body block.
Carpe locks him out. God, that finds the kill. I mean, King's still going to be tagged down. Carpe going to look to try to turn this around as the Seekers do go forward. Backs
The
off.
actual body block. There's
Trailblazer
so many
out.
people here, though. They
Push
flood
coming in.
fast.
Guardian's not going to be able to line him up. Zeta falling now. Carpe
No,
Munchkin
that
dead. It's all
crumbled
on Ben in the 1v3.
crazy.
TS and King very low. Spike not planted.
He gets into this corner.
Can he get the
It's
clutch?
interesting. They're just going to hold.
He's going to have to be very careful about it. He's got the snake bites that he can delay with, but as soon as he peeks out,
Molly would kill.
are sharp.
That's a kill.
TP forward. TS
Just
has
gets
to
out of
drop
there.
down
Nicely
off
done
the
from
top.
TS. They know where he is
So much
now.
time.
That does
What are
delay
you
a bit
doing? You got to
more.
molly them, run in.
King working his way forward. He wants to maybe try to get the jump on, but it's going to be Silver
Yeah, they're
with
going
3.
for it again. It's close
GenG
rounds.
is
Damn,
down
I wonder if
3-1.
that body, that body block feels like it changed a big part of this
Maybe one
round.
of those frustrating moments where you say, Carpe, stand a little bit further to the right next time. Or take a step
25
forward.
old for esports.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens,
Depends
but you can also
what you
see that
want to
Carpe
do.
wanted to peek out, try to find
It depends
more kills himself,
relatively,
still,
but at the same time, it's like
GenG being
you got people
able
out
to
there
react to this,
that are older, but a lot of
something
times they're
we've been looking for
IGL.
a while.
So
Here
you
it
need to
is.
start young,
Now
I guess,
three
is the cop out
possible
answer.
ultimates for the side of GenG. Looking to collect some alt orbs.
But IGLs are definitely the ones that kind of get away with being older.
Zeta trying to raise the tides here, but widely, everybody from GenG already up in front of that wall, and there's no one to play off of it. Try and deny access, but they're
Yeah,
actually
it's
coming
very
back
true,
through.
Loa.
Saya is in a very forward
Scream's
spot.
age 28, I think.
There's one.
Is he 28 or
And that's always going to
27?
be able to get far too quick as Sylvan can't even try to answer one back. Carpe now spotting the approach towards C. Ping's coming down, rotation's coming through. Ban going to be the last one left. Even the Nightfall going to be committed to this. They really want these round wins, and Carpe's got nowhere to go. Zeta is well taken out. Munchkin does have that Sheriff. Ever
Oh my.
dangerous.
He's looked
Puts up a second
outrageous
kill
with the
to
Sheriff. They
release
kind of need a hero play like this.
Damage rolling. Sylvan's going to look to challenge. It will be good for it, but does get caught right in the clavicles.
Still make this one doable. They pick up the gun. He has a
Does
smoke to
take a
cover
long trip
Spike.
to recover a weapon just to make it slightly more doable for himself. Now slowing down in case anyone could be up around Mound. just going to be goddamn watching the angle instead.
He's been in the scene for a long time. Yeah, he's
Giving him the opportunity to isolate.
I mean, he started early.
But timing is just there in Goddead's
Very
favor.
nice for GenG. Maybe a T1 timeout. It is just again the attack of Lotus, but you would hope for a better start than this.
Do we see Autumn pump the brakes yet?
Orb comes out. We got Knives as a backup.
Not quite sure what they're thinking either. Because you're playing against GenG that's being very, very methodical about their approach. Maybe only then when you figured out exactly what GenG's patterns are do you call the timeout. For now, believing...
Yeah, you want to see a lot of these ults used into massive round.
Surely it would have to be after this if they can't pick up this round. Fault line. Goes across. Check on the up and Sylvan!
Oh
A 10th kill for him, shutting down the
and
operator.
the breach on top.
Raising the wall to try to stay alive, and the Prowler's on him, and somehow he actually manages to get Meteor to boot. Or Munchkin, rather, covering fire.
Oh my
pushes out of the back of the flash.
God, it's
Lockdown's
mental.
invested on either side.
Okay, Chaos chills out. It's 2-on-2.
Back away and exit. And this is one hell of a round.
Completely nullifying the... Oh, wait. Hold that thought.
Oh, they know at least one's going to be here for a little bit.
It does.
Oh, actually they don't. Because he gets hit, they think that he's probably... They think he might be somewhere towards site. Surely you would flood this. Because the other person has to be here.
Turret's going to be able to make contact there. Will alert.
A little bit of information, if anything. Or
hear it.
It's gonna have to be a good retake from T1.
30 seconds left.
Goes down.
That's big info. Plan goes in, take a lot of map control.
Up top, over towards defender spawn. Maybe just get tucked away. Goddead in the meantime pulls back over towards link door.
Oh.
Waiting. Crosshair lined up. Man would need to be Johnny on the spot, but King just far too preset. Turret gets cleared. Swings the corner, finds one. Munchkin with a chance. And he gets it.
Whoa.
Right through the corner of the floor. Munchkin will keep them afloat.
Damn it.
Albeit
it's a hero play.
Round, but on the T1,
I talked about the hero play last round.
The clutch will come in.
Yeah,
2-4. GenG
comes through in this one. Same dude, Munchkin.
Very much so. Even down to those final moments. Playing together, sticking together.
He looks outrageously good.
To get the spike down, but
good news for GenG is if they win this round and they reset, oh my god, the money's going to be outrageous.
Players like Munchkin, who today, he has been hitting so many of his share shots. Headshots are crisp. He does it on a 1-on-2 situation.
Yeah, why does his aim look incredible?
Maybe T1 can string together more. But so far, the early round aggression has not really paid off for them. Now we have Blaze-Storm versus Blaze-Storm.
They know exactly where Sai is at. They managed to flush him out.
Sai's getting wrecked
over towards C. 1-for-1, but Sylvan trades up. Munchkin going down.
Sylvan just insta-spam that.
The economy here for the side of T1.
They have Harbor to retake.
GenG's as well has taken a decent hit. It is worth mentioning. Van now creeping forward,
nice
finds
shot.
one, looks to adjust, can't quite
nice
get
trade.
caught yet. Brings
Harbor for retake again, they saw one.
A-side open, the rotation
this map's attack-sided.
Yep.
But this will be a nightmare. Money goes to the pretty much the floor and then 1-9 on top.
Spot. Okay. He's seen enough, but
that's it. That might be it. 8 HP. Carpe has to do the 1-on-2 now.
Footsteps heard. Waits out the haunt. Wisely played, but he still has no idea where Goddead is located. Full range of view till Goddead.
Oh, he didn't swing?
From the back of sight, now going to be spotted. The Seeker going his way. Flash used. Not of much concern here from the side of Carpe. Gets it up to half. Goddead on the push.
Oh, okay, recovered it anyway.
Gets the headshot through. GenG. 5-2. Continue to stretch the lead, and Goddead will be able to hold the weapon at the end of it all.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to go for a normal swing.
With Goddead
the insta reset, and they won the round with one person surviving. So, yeah, It's huge.
That forehead. Still.
GenG are off to a really good
Plays
really
from
good
GenG,
start.
and you can see how aggressive
Looking
they're
like
being.
8
Sure,
might be
it's a little
doable.
bit slow at the start,
Maybe more.
but as soon as the hit comes through, as soon as they're able to pinch out Saya, the rest
Yeah,
of the
money's in the bin.
secondary squad actually advances into the B site. Same thing goes through again, and it's going to be now TS getting information up on A, and then the rotations go through.
They could just pivot.
Saya.
They could just pivot the shot, not connecting. TS sends out the paranoia. Side player has to back away. Nightfall in the meantime crashes across B side. Dash in. Zeta looking for one, but Meteor strikes him down. Munchkin will be good for one, but that's about it. Plant coming in, it's just Ban left to his own devices.
Kind of want to do some damage because the money is still.
I got myself into this mess.
It's still so low that if they start winning, they could force them down to an eco. But for staying alive, nice shot.
Ban does find that first pick.
He's reading this rotation correctly, and King is just shot to die.
It's good
It's going to be
damage.
a weapon now that he can pick up. Meteor not too far away, but also not too healthy.
Unless we can find Meteor first. Time though.
Poison Orb, the drop down.
Oh my goodness. I tell you what, that's a nice
Meteor
try.
somehow, some way will be left standing with 17 health. As
Keeps the
GenG
econ low.
lock in at least 6 for the half, and T1 are forced to call their first time
Another
out.
buy coming in. Timeout.
6-2 though. I mean, keeping in mind, I mean, these are signs of life from the side of T1. They are still able to come up with some
Yeah, he was in
scratch
chat a lot.
despite
Sorry.
being in a 1-on-3 situation,
We were talking earlier
finding
today.
himself a weapon. It even takes out one player in his 1-on-2. It's not too bad, but GenG are here. And on a map like Lotus, with the way that they're actually kind of almost counter-stratting T1 in a way, they're able to find these spike plants, they're able to find these bits of map control. Meanwhile, T1 can't quite recover against it. And Sylvan is the one as the kill leader.
I mean,
The stocks are up, yeah.
I
He works for
think
Riot though, he
effect,
said.
because we were, again,
So that's good
talking about
news for us.
posing,
Means we're
yeah,
gonna
the
get solid
question,
replays
Eco,
for the rest of the year.
looking so very good in the first 2 maps. Does Sylvan come in and put up a similar performance? So far, the answer is yes.
12 kills and 4 deaths. That is a big, big number. In towards round 9.
Saya back to the operator. Gonna find some form of value, but this time it's not
Money
gonna be
is
situated
still
staring at a
really,
C,
really
but
low. It's so
I'm sure he's
close
gonna get too
to
much action over here at
going
A.
the opposite way.
Not only just that,
T1 are
two
so
other
close to
players
being
there.
able to kind of bring this
T1
back.
got to be a little bit more careful about how they approach the
Massive round,
rounds, and at the
this
same
one.
time,
Want to see every ult involved.
thinking about how you position your players, right? It's going to be banned on towards C.
Flash goes deep over towards A. It doesn't hit any, and with that timing,
A lot of
the
walls.
Omen decides to try and make a
Relying
fake
on
here,
the
but
pit
doesn't.
towards C.
Man
He
just
tried to
sending
run
it,
out
wants
and
to
then
cut this off.
TP back.
And it's gonna send them drifting away.
There's
The
one
opposite
ult that we
direction.
wanted to see.
If we're gonna do
Flash
that,
goes in over
T1's
towards
rotation,
this, clears
you're gonna
this.
have more faith and more players on the other parts of the map.
Which means that Saya by himself needs to be able to find some value, but looks like they want to just cut noise.
They're really gonna
long
force their
enough
way
and
into the
then actually
Viper
try
ult.
to tackle this pit.
Okay, what do they got for this? Prowlers, Breach ult.
In that case,
They have the eye, can
Zeta
go
being
beyond.
on the site.
Honestly, it's not too bad.
The Rolling Thunder. This could be the thing that allows them to spot the
Van
Viper.
has double molly.
Bans it.
Knocks him back, but good time buy, but yeah, Van's still going to end up falling. Meteor gets
Van
himself
had
in,
double
puts
molly.
some shots across. Zeta widely ignoring it, guns down 2. Is he ready for the left side flank? Yes, he is!
Oh!
And Zeta, what a transition! Picks up 4, now he's on for the ace, but I don't think he reads that TS is around from behind. The Munchkin's there, as is Saya. They will be able to shut it out. What a play from
That was
Zeta.
mental. How did he get 4?
T1 will be able to
I was
pick up
impressed
the
when he
round
got
off the
3.
back of the timeout.
And then he got an extra one on
Having that
top.
sense or that
On a
read
big
on
swing round that
GenG's
forces them down to
tendencies
eco.
perhaps,
And if they lost, they would be
seeing the
eco.
ultimates, knowing that the Rolling Thunder
I was
could be
revealed in
used
the
here.
pit.
Yes. Still,
Wow, what the
Zeta.
hell is that 4th kill?
always forward thinking, always trying to predict that future. And he's able to answer it back.
Ban banging him up, saying, bro, you're so good. Well, more of that if you're a T1 fan is definitely what you want to see. GenG though,
Reckoning.
see how they answer back. Munchkin gonna be able to find one. God, then take it down. Sylvan with a frenzy, however, will get the punish.
They forced their way into
Reckoning,
sight.
as you say, has been
I was going to
used.
say,
Push up
with the
into
ult going
smoke,
off,
bad.
do they want to try Flood?
Finding another. It's Meteor. The Stinger will find some value. TS cannot exit, and suddenly just Meteor all
They
in
know
front,
he
so
was here,
swinging around
spike
the
down.
backside, 21 HP, a Phantom in hand, and not much of a hope in the world of being able to close out this round.
Honestly, I didn't see it. System, I'd have to watch it again. There's too much going on.
Rest T1 just trying to find him as well. Meteor re-peeks in towards the A site, up from upper.
And Bo.
Okay, nicely
There you
done.
go. A team ace.
It's an alright low buy.
Everyone sharing in it.
They had a chance of winning this.
T1
Felt like a Jewel goes the other way.
trying to
Maybe
run things
GenG could have
back.
had this one.
They get through the Thrifty there. The Thrifty
Op
attempt
comes
to
back
save
out.
GenG.
Surely he's not starting over towards C. He's been
How
getting
they
wrecked
fare
over
now,
towards
whether
C.
or not they can get a third in a row.
It's all happening at the hands of these same players, right? I mean, you got Ben, Carpe, Zeta, even Munchkin as well has been incredibly sharp. Just trying to read the situation truly. GenG, B-side hits haven't quite
Okay, this
been
is
the
the
most
real-
successful unless it's a rotation.
This is
So
one of the
now
first times I've seen him go
back into
fast
the
over
A site,
towards A, to be honest with
looking
you.
for some picks. Meteor
They
already
get up
banged
on the
up.
rotate. Meteor's chunked
Hurt.
some damage.
Carpe.
Oh my god. Well,
Very
at
narrow
least he was the
angle,
low
finds one
HP.
Munchkin in the meantime,
He's not
looking
going to push through that
drift his way
smoke though,
out
right?
upstairs, get
Oh
the
yes, he
surprise
is. It's
shot, and he
insane
does,
timing.
but
Nice
only he's
flash.
able to come away with
Man,
one
they had
because
three. They had,
takes down
I mean,
two.
kind of had 4 people here.
Looks like GenG maybe starting to get a bit overzealous. King will
They
find
did
the
a big
punish.
over rotate.
Takes out
There was
Munchkin.
no pressure elsewhere on the
He's not
map.
backing off. He's not straying away to try to go for a save.
Oh, no.
Puts a shot into Zion, forces the operator back.
Wall bang headshot.
Heals will get used. In the meantime, Band's just creeping around from behind. Alarm bot in position. Can alert. Swings the corner though. Zeta will find a third, just trying to get that next reckoning available, it would seem.
That's down to
Can't
the
be that
last
good
round
for
of the first half
the
now.
2-4, right?
5-6, T1 able
2-4
to recover
loss
back.
bonus. How many have they lost in a row?
Um,
Chad, they
off of
lost 2 or
heroic
3 in a row.
performances, again, from players like Zeta, just having the sense to hold some of these angles. GenG can't really make
3.
it through.
Okay,
At the
2-9.
same
That's
time,
not
though,
too bad
Saya
for the
not
last
quite
round.
hitting a lot of his operator shots, or not even having the opportunity to be put in the right situation where that would be effective. So, timeout now being called by Bile, looking to secure a stronger lead as they go into the second half.
This is at
GenG,
4K. Is like the biggest impact moment of the game, yeah.
Some of these early
pretty
rounds,
much.
they tend to hold. A couple rounds where T1 starts to push out, it actually works great, but otherwise now T1 being a little bit more active in certain situations and having the right safety maneuvers just to make sure that they are able to get themselves out of dodge sometimes. That's a little bit better. Meanwhile,
The pistols at the
GenG
moment,
continue to find
2-3
little
to
bits of map
GenG.
control. That could actually turn things around. Blind executes on the sites, however, not working so great.
Certainly not.
The loss bonus in this game, yeah, I think it's
It's
fine.
taking a while, but T1
I think it's
gives us
absolutely
a sense
fine.
of how these attacks are going to go. One last attempt at it, GenG. They throw a bit of a curveball here. Get
Saya.
themselves at 7-5 half. Double lockdowns available.
And from the shadows from TS. I mean, this is Saya positioned up towards mid, B, excuse me. You have to be very careful about it. Fault line, and GenG could send so much more utility just to overwhelm him. He can't quite.
Still looking to play for, but not dead. Just scoped in, headshots him, and Saya
Saving the kill.
expecting it.
not having a good time of it.
Oh,
Counter
they're just gonna
lockdown will
float
come
that.
through to try to prevent them from pushing into the site.
They're
Look
going
at the
in.
jump up, and TS on the lurk around the side. Finds Zeta. Lockdown destroyed. No catch found. Ban on a flank. Trying to get in front of him. It's Carpe. Noted has to exit. Is able to do so. Ban gets the jump. But a 3v4. T1 still with a man disadvantage. Carpe. No smokes for a couple more seconds. Munchkin
Whoa.
swinging around the side. Spots one, but cannot win the fight. King takes him down with a Spectre of all things.
Carpe, though.
Does find one. Oh, gets someone as he
Um,
tries to go for the turret, it would seem.
Oh god, the molly's
Now
down.
looks to hold on to the spike. Ban
Oh,
holding
no.
the angle. Suddenly it's all on King. He pushed out. He was vulnerable.
Oh, God.
And Carpe will be able to get
they win this
ultimate
one
abuse
2v4.
and hold it to bring it to 6.
No way, he
back
shot the
from
turret and the
brink.
person
T1
moved in
somehow
front of the head
persevered
and
to
got
tie it.
headshot. That's
4
crazy.
rounds in a row, won by T1. And it's just so, that might be that the spike wasn't quite planted for it. Expecting the hold to be good. TS even going off a bit
Look
of
at
that.
this. Goes to shoot the turret.
Flanker alert,
Oh
just to
my
catch the
God,
player on
it's
the
a nice
rotation,
little
but
adjustment though, the
didn't
little
happen
flick
the
left.
right way. As soon as
Sick,
Carpe pushes in. I mean, this guy is being sharp.
Yeah, he did a little,
And at
did a
the
little
same
flick.
time, change. They've definitely woken up.
They have, but can they rally back now? They have the lead for the time being as far as the pistol rounds are concerned. 3-2 in that regard for GenG. Getting another one.
No sheriff?
Would be a major boon for them to close out this map and get the victory over T1.
I can't choose between those two, they're too good.
Still though, T1 on the attacking side now, and GenG a lot more comfortable on the defense, just holding their angles and waiting for T1 to make a move.
3-person stack here.
Forward, looking to clear out some of this
Alarm bot doesn't get hit.
Utility, Saya player goes dashing in. The dog gets the sun. Saya swings the corner with a frenzy, finds one. King, however, answers in kind. Instead of 1-for-1, but so very low. The band jumps the corner, finds him, and TS will
Nice
also crumble.
trades. 22 HP, 23, 48.
Backside, God dead. Getting there, looks like it's going to be a swing around for Sylvan to get himself in a waterfall. No plant yet. Taking their time with this.
Waiting for a wall to come back up.
Looks like for now they might be reading that the fault line could come back through here in a moment. Carpe swings out.
Wait, that was the high
Not
HP.
gonna get the catch on the one, and God dead continues to press
Oh
forward.
my God,
with flash in
23,
hand.
21, 22.
Sylvan reveals one. Prowler goes in as he tries to rush forward. The ban will be the one to say no.
And they get the plant in
Takes
as
them
well,
away,
extra bit of
ties
money.
it up 3-3 in pistols.
Good shot from Ban, and it's T1 being a little bit more cautious about their hits.
Any matches
Not
after
wanting
this?
to
Yeah, we
commit
got
the sweat too
EMEA
early.
2
That
matches,
could
then we
expose
got
themselves to even
America's
more
2
gunfire
matches.
from GenG.
But
Secure
there's a bit of
the
a it's a bit of a the C9 crew games on the same time as the BBL for
It's just that double controller play style of T1 on the attacking side now. We get to see
do any
that
of the
in full
matches
fruition.
matter? Yeah,
At the same time, Toxic Screen, a bit of
pretty
default,
much,
and
pretty
that
much
could
all of the
be
EMEA ones
GenG.
too.
Gets
Saya
him.
player.
I mean, he's just getting in ahead of the fault line. Meteor does manage to stabilize, finds Zeta before falling.
BBL foot is like
3
everything.
members gone in the blink of an eye.
And then the last game of
traded out.
Americas is
Two-man approach
important.
coming in from behind, and I believe Munchkin's going to be out of range. So turret alarm bot will go off once he swings around rubble. But aside from that, TS for now in a surprising position. Now they note it.
So opening the door. They're looking
This
for
is
a
bold.
fight.
This is how rounds get lost.
Or, you know, just
They're hitting it again.
Wait, what's the
Taking
second
a little
Americas
peek.
game today?
In the
It's 100
meantime,
views.
all of your attention
might be
is
on.
being paid towards TS here.
Or is that
Closer and
is
closer,
that,
but Saya
tomorrow?
watching the angle.
it's Lev Loud?
This was.
Okay. Lev Loud now doesn't matter.
all right. We're looking to exit up from
Oh.
Evan.
King, can he get anything
Right
done
click
here?
could.
Damage dealt would be huge, but
Seeding. Okay.
yeah, sees the Bulldog, doesn't want to take that fight.
Okay.
It backs away, will just let the spike claim them. But it is going to be T1 now, separating themselves 8-6.
It matters for first seed. Okay, then
8-6, sustaining minimal
least it's something.
casualties. T1 get to carry their weapons over onto the next round. A Bulldog, Spectres, and that Marshal. GenG on the other hand. Here's the question. I mean, with this little
it's basically to
lead
avoid
that
playing
T1 has
NRG,
secured for
right?
themselves,
So
will they
you
push
really
out?
want to
Will
win
they
that.
try to make use of their stronger firepower to potentially
Let's fly.
damage T1's advances?
Yeah, I'd much rather face the fourth seed team than NRG.
Looking to entertain this. They thought about it for a little bit, but Ban has just said, hey, I've gotten through. No sound really of any util over here towards A. And the rest of the team looks to join in. And
Feels like there's a
that
bit of a
is,
drop off
only
after
King
that.
by himself.
Oh, could be a big tell as they execute onto the A side, but what I'm worried about now is going to be that B-link.
Bonus is looking pretty decent.
Not broken. No attention really being paid to it quite just yet. Saya up and over the Nano. Dog goes
King
in,
is on
stuns
his
the
own for
turret.
so long here.
Able to clear far enough back.
Yes is
TS
now
gets
in,
himself
but
up
he
here
eats
onto
a
the high ground,
molly.
wants to look to push ahead of the
Yeah,
wall.
mate.
Ban swings into the backside. King goes
Oh
down.
god,
TS
this
falls
bonus
as well.
is on.
Saya
Oh,
finds God dead, and they are just getting torn asunder. Sylvan gonna be good for one, but now it's a 2v4. He and Meteor have their work cut out for him. Spike not yet planted. Just now going for it. Cove there. Gonna look to break it. He does. He
Oh!
interrupts it. Zeta trusting a bit
Carpe
too much.
with
in
1
that.
HP.
Ends up falling. Like now.
Standing.
Held by Carpe. 1 HP remaining on the sky.
30
Sylvan
seconds left.
damn near full. 2v1. Carpe inching forward. Cuts back. Now goes for the plant. The haunt at the ready.
Spike planted. I'll find you.
Spends it and then goes for a drop.
One enemy
He has a
remaining.
headshot. Sylvan looking to bring it back.
He knows he's 1 HP.
Unsure of his position. Carpe only with the Spectre. Inches his way into the center. Swings into backside and Carpe. You absolute madman.
1
You
HP.
Giga Chad wins the fight. To
It was
stretch
fast,
now
though. He melted him.
9-6.
The bonus round
With a Spectre.
with a Spectre.
Actual 1 HP clutch. Unbelievable.
It felt so fast. Yeah, it was fast.
And look at him, just instant fist bumps, just like, yeah.
Forced them down to an eco. They
Carpe doesn't look
actually
explosive.
really go in for this hero gun because they can get
Goes
knives
for the
next round.
try, though.
So Meteor,
That's the rest of the team on
potential
Sheriffs.
hero in this one.
Yeah, Hero,
It's
he's
fully in their
going to be
control.
relying on the blades in the next round.
Fair enough.
As here comes the swarm. TS swinging around the back, put some damage down, will be able to finish off Ban. Gets Zeta as well.
Spike down.
That's already quite a bit of value found. And some weapons that could potentially be recovered unless they want to juggle them all the way forward, but don't suspect that that's going to
Wait,
be
they're
the
gonna
case.
go back?
Prowler in from the rear should have been heard. I hear these footsteps, that's for damn certain.
Just collecting on those alt orbs too. T1 now regrouping.
Okay, Meteor, he actually pops the Blade Storm now, passes the Vandal to Sylvan.
Okay.
Certainly gives them a fighting opportunity.
I got the spike.
Okay, so
T1
if Carpe plants now, he gets
and
his ult.
two
And there's 3 of them alive, so they
arrows
definitely
on
want to
certain
insta-pop that.
approaches despite seeing
There's a
that
lot of
GenG
people
has that
close.
bait
They could
going
decide
out,
to
Sylvan
flood
with
once they get the info.
Vandal. Certainly something they're very aware of.
Line coming down, looking for the
Whoa!
rush. Meteor takes out Carpe.
Oh!
Saya dead. Meteor looking for a little bit more. Munchkin,
Yeah,
however,
nicely
will
handled
find
from
one,
them.
but they
Loved it.
cannot
They
get
switched
the
over the gun,
rest.
used the knives
And it's
into
gonna
this.
be a thrifty
And yeah,
for
like I said, 2
GenG to
people
fire
here early
back,
on, so they
break
just
this
went
little
for it.
win streak from T1.
It's very nice
Put
rounds.
themselves back on the board.
Man,
Oh,
That one certainly hurts.
just look at that replay again.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
that's just what happens when GenG plays and turns it on. You got the heroic performances, smart pickup with the alt orb, just to pass the rifle over onto Sylvan. 9-7 is, and they stand a chance at closing in on this gap. Meanwhile, for T1, they have to wonder, where did it all go wrong? You know, was it that approach towards the A site and they were being a little bit too
Sai
cautious
has his
with
own
it?
nice into this. They got a hero
Losing
gun
2
as
players
well.
to TS.
Certainly comes back to bite them in the end. Knives here for side player. Wall going up. Cuts off the C site. Dash over the top. Nano's still rolling.
C site retake and we have no ults?
Gonna use
Wait,
his updrafts just to keep himself
this is a
above them.
nightmare.
Site, however, widely is theirs.
I've got your trail.
No ults at the moment.
And they get a
Try to
good
flush
plant.
them out as Munchkin trying to go on a big flank mission.
All the way around. but
Wait,
now
Ban
the
didn't look
spike
into the
has been
wall, so
planted
it's a
and
little
the
bit
virus
harder
pit
to
will be
spam.
deployed.
Fault line into the back, the reveal
Oh.
against Zeta. They take him down, that's the first step of many. Ban needs to try to win out. Blades, the right click, Saya claims one, swaps over, picks up a Vandal now. Pushing to the smoke, Carpe comes in with 2, King and Goddead both
They're just
taken
so
down.
low
Munchkin
HP 'cause of the
off
ult.
screen. Gets TS, and now it's all on Meteor. But as he pushes into the smoke, they are
Damn,
prepared.
dude, they played
A
retake
counter
C when they had no
back-to-back.
ults.
T1 again.
Against a
stretched
Viper
the
that
lead
was
by
1 away
3.
from getting ult with a plant.
I can't believe it.
What
I mean,
the
Thrifty for
hell?
thrifty.
It feels like 2 teams that are very familiar with one
Yeah,
another.
yeah, and that's exactly what I'm thinking about as well. Okay, so now we're going to have Bile calling the timeout, but if you think about it, the way that they're playing, it almost feels as if they're trying to read each other's strats, not singular individual player tendencies, but rather
No one
the
checked it?
team
Yeah,
as
someone
a
messed
whole.
up then.
And sometimes in reading calls like that, tiny little things slip through the cracks. Tiny little things like certain players going for certain plays, certain players being able to take
Mate, just
control
when it
of
looked like they had a
sites and
chance
then
back
setting
into
up those
this,
Vipers pits.
their
Saya
money's
player
really low.
getting a
1-9 loss
frag with
bonus.
a simple weapon and then
I think I
getting
saw like there was like a
upgrading
500,
into a full
200 or something.
rifle.
I can't
10
remember.
to
There was
7,
3
getting
of
a
them.
lead like
3 of them that can't buy.
T1, they might be the first team to reach that match point. Can GenG make a comeback like what we saw in Ascent?
It needs to happen, but unless I've missed one, which I may have, I believe that currently GenG are 0 for 4 on timeout call into round win. So maybe this could be the difference maker, and it needs to be, because you cannot allow them. They're already at double digits. You cannot allow them to get to 11
I
and be 4 rounds behind.
I feel like you're right, though. I mean, those timeout calls haven't seen that great impact. I mean, there are some rounds where, you know, he calls it for the subsequent round. Whereas for right now, that very well might be the situation. Looking at GenG's economy, it's going to be Goddead with a Guardian buy.
I can confirm they haven't even won the subsequent rounds after the timeout call. Meteor, though, looking to push the pace. Haunt goes out, but Wall blocks it all.
It's a nice aggro push.
No one getting spotted.
In reaction,
No
they
real
insta-send it over
damage
towards
taken.
A. Harbor ult goes in, doesn't make a sound. They know no one's here.
Gonna be the reckoning now, sent over towards a very empty A site. 5-man gonna get gathered up. Kingo, he could grab this orb. If never mind. Plant now gonna be coming through in time. I was gonna say they can get that. Maybe if they find a pick, try to set up for a lockdown retake, but seems like they're gonna opt to play without it.
Now just holding for them as they push in. Saya.
Oh
Two
my.
quick kills. Sai feeling a little bit more warmed up now. A bite out from Ban.
Well, this is a low buy,
Player
so they kind
here
of
at
accepted
3.
this.
Everybody else just backing off away from the site, turns away from the flash. Goddead will be able to get 1. But Saya, guns down 3 at the end of it
4
all.
people alive. Extra
this
bit of
time-
money here. They're rolling.
No further thrifties to be found. T1 will plant their feet.
And that's going to be that streak ended. Timeouts, like you mentioned before, Achilleos. That's the question at hand. GenG.
The fatal. They wanted to use the fatal not for info, but for the minus 80, right? They wanted to just try and body shot when they were running out.
It's going to have to be this round.
So that's more they were doing, because it was going to be like as it hit them contacts, they were going to try and do it. So it's more just using the ult for the damage. It looked like there for me in terms of the fatal.
What's happening here on Lotus?
Try and
Meteor
do a
forward.
big minus
Saya just
80
tries,
AoE,
swings,
and then
King
the little guns
too
can
slow
clean
to
up.
try to reply. Puts a bit damage down, but
Okay.
okay, Saya doing Saya things. He actually re-aggresses and definitely eats the pavement.
This is the problem with Fade. It can't really clear any of these.
Now back
Like they
towards the
pushed out
B
over
site.
towards
Back
A, and
here's
then
those jump
he has
peeks, and
good
he's
timing
looking
on
to
this.
catch Sylvan by surprise, or
Wait,
is that going to be a bait?
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
hello.
Here we go.
Absolutely
jump
punished.
peek.
Again, the fade
Trying
can't
to
clear the question marks. I
investigate.
saw a Prowler
Man
go
gets
out, it
himself
reached here.
perfectly positioned for that
And
punish.
Omen was just here, just
That
walked.
could be match
As soon
point.
as it's
Now,
done, he
up
just walked,
here
took the
they
time,
have
and
it.
jump
Flank
peek was
coming
there.
down. King will break through the
Didn't
baby door.
clear A,
Lockdown
can't
is
clear A.
available.
The comp can't
In the
clear.
3v4, still some significant risk in trying to commit it.
King has
So
to
many
take out
angles to try to
Munchkin.
clear out.
As soon as it loses map control,
Tucked
this
away,
comp
door.
struggles.
Uh-oh.
Goes out. Zeta swings through out of that one. Munchkin as well. Peeks towards stairs. Finds him. TS completely and utterly noted. And with no cash on the rest of your team, do you just tuck tail and look to save? Looks like the answer is going to be yes.
You have to. It's going to be match point, and you want your best fighting chance possible at coming back into the game, but T1 have
Right,
recovered.
five
T1 have
five
looked
chances
a
for
lot
T1
stronger now. That's going to be
to
3
close this
rounds
out.
won
And
in a row,
honestly,
off of the
I think
initial
they're-
thrifty as well.
this is probably gonna be a cast, but I think they're fine.
Despite Saya player getting
Because I
a
like
little
what they're
bit
doing
overly
at the
aggressive,
beginning. They
repeating
just
at
take
times,
so much
sure,
map
but
control, and again, this comp can't
in all
clear
that
or get
time,
information.
singular duel,
It's up to the
Bath
Fade,
versus
and the
Sylvan.
Fade
He
Prowler
hears those
just
jump peeks and instantly knows how to seize that
doesn't
initiative.
do anything.
Speaking of
Like,
protocols,
where can you
you
Fade
can see
Prowler?
those post-plant
Like there.
protocols from T1. As soon as Spike's down,
That.
that's exactly what they
Like,
did.
that's it. That's
Munchkin
the only
back
bit of info you
towards,
can ever clear.
Rubble or rock. And very unfortunate for GenG.
Good news
as
for GenG is they
despite
got
trying to
3
go for a
rifles
heroic
and 2
play,
ults.
gets splashed in the face with a cascade.
I think that's good news.
Unable
Right there.
to
I thought it
save
could be
his
worse
aim,
than
save his
that
gun.
in terms of the
1-7.
rifle bay.
This could be it.
It feels like despite how things had begun for this map here in Pacific, a lot of teams being defender-sided.
Yeah, they
It might
get
be
out towards
trending
A, and again, they
more
can't really
global
clear
direction
anything.
where attack
Prowler goes in,
reigns
clears a bit of
supreme,
this.
At least for T1 here in that regard. So far,
What?
not dead?
What?
Okay, I'm gonna need a replay on that one. Meteor
The
as well. The
Guardian.
Guardians coming up.
The
here.
Guardians are here.
I'm speechless.
It's looking like Moniette, but with a Guardian instead of an Odin.
But it's not even really.
Yeah,
a
honestly,
full
it's
true
just
wallbang.
impressive at
He's
this
working off
point.
that tiny little sliver.
Still just an insane amount of value found. That's one way to keep yourself in this.
King.
Munchkin
Nice shot.
fast
2v5 into
reaction, but Zeta
2v4.
now at risk, swinging around
King
the
should have a
corner.
kill.
Granted, it is a Spectre. And
That's why he's gonna
Whoa,
play it safe.
does he not realize he's owned it?
we might underestimate the Spectre, but I'm still remembering what Carpe was able to do with it.
Yes.
Not gonna run over towards C though, are they?
One goes down.
Oh god, they're
Aftershock
gonna
as
take
well,
the
gonna
door.
be
They found
invested.
the actual hole.
Zeta, yeah, he's gonna go through the door, cut himself over
Door
towards
closed
C. In the
before.
meantime, Munchkin, the perfect position for a backstab.
way.
King gone, Meteor dead, and suddenly it's a 2v2. God Dead does hold on to the Rolling Thunder, but the lockdown is available for Munchkin, and he's going to use it immediately. As they try to get the plant down, and they
The
do.
Killjoy
Rolling
down.
Thunder across. It pushes Zeta up, but he manages to make it across the wall. The Nano Swarm, they have
No way.
Munchkin guns down all of them. A 4K to close the round.
That's
To
mental.
close
The
map.
2v5.
It's 13-7, and T1 will advance forward to take on Paper Rex.
Oh my god! I hope the desk caught that final round. This
Yeah,
is
that
such a
final
fun
round
one to
was
break
mental.
down.
How?
Just the incredible mid-rounding. And that has to be a call from Zeta. All the way